Years ago, Gretchen Jacobs' daughter was sexually abused at school. Now she's hopeful this bill will be signed into law that would force school districts to do more to protect its students.
I mean, it is a great school. But it just shows it can happen anywhere.
Gretchen Jacobs carried a heavy guilt for what happened to her autistic and nonverbal daughter, Ava, in 2021.
So I work full time, and so I thought if I could have been volunteering, maybe I could have seen something, I could have prevented it.
Ava was a student at Chaparral High School when a teacher's aide was caught sexually abusing her.
I thought it was probably just a one-time thing, but then when the police interviewed the guy who did that, he said that he was scheduled to be alone with her for 10 to 20 minutes every day.
Nicholas Klaus pleaded guilty and took a plea deal. Jacobs says she couldn't sue the school district due to a loophole in a state law that requires employers to run background checks and contact previous employers. She believes some school officials aren't doing any of that to avoid the liability if an employee does commit a crime.
If a school district breaks a law and does not comply with the background checks that are required by law, then they should not be protected with governmental immunity.
Jacobs wants to make sure that's the case. Last year, she pushed for a bill to remove that immunity for public schools, but it failed in the state legislature. After revisions, SB 1106, also called Ava's Law, is now expected to make its way to the governor's desk this week. She says if it gets signed, she'll be relieved.
It's been very time-consuming and emotionally draining, I feel like it will be a job accomplished that needed to get accomplished.
Jacobs says the bill feels empowering, but most importantly, it'll help keep other children safe in honor of Ava.
I think it's a great way to celebrate her being 21 is changing the world, showing that she has a positive impact on other families.
Now, if the bill is signed, it will go into effect in September. However, it will expire in December of 2027. When that time comes, Jacobs says she will push to get an extension or make it a permanent law. Reporting live in the newsroom, Casey Torres, Arizona's Family.